What's up, people? It's time for some OC lore. The OCs that I'm going to talk about are Yumiko and Hatta, and I just want to say that there's going to be some sensitive topics in their stories, so trigger warning. But anyways, let's get right into it. The first OC that I'm talking about is Juguko Yumiko, or Yumiko Juguko if that's how you read it. She's 17 years old and is into the second year of Yamazaki Academy. Ze uses she, her, and they pronouns. Their style and aesthetic is emo and gothic, but Ze doesn't really dress that much since, gotta keep an image that's cool, and she's gay. Their mother is a foreigner and their father is Japanese. But anyways, that's the basic things. Now let's get into the lore. Her parents were really in love with each other. They were together for a lot before they got married and then made a little house somewhere in the little village town thingy in Japan. They were all happy and stuff until she cheated on him once with someone of her own culture. And it's kind of complicated because she was happy with her Japanese husband, but she still cheated on him. She did get pregnant and Yumiko was born. Her dad didn't suspect anything at all. He was happy to have such a cute baby girl. But once Yumiko turned 3 years old, her dad started to suspect because she didn't have any Japanese features like him. The dad confronted the mother and the mother admitted with no shame that she indeed cheated on him once. Then the dad left and Yumiko's mother was devastated and confused because it was just once. And so her mother started to blame her ever since. It's your fault that he left. Why couldn't you look more Japanese? Yumiko then was more raised by her own self because her mother didn't give a fuck about her. If I do this thing for you, will you leave me alone? She didn't want to do anything with her. Her dad let her visit him sometimes because he pitied her because it wasn't her fault after all. So he shouldn't take all his anger on a child. But he soon found someone and started a new family to the point where he will forget about Yumiko. And so Yumiko was left all alone on her childhood as she tried to raise her own self. Her mother did raise her in a way because Yumiko kept pursuing her and stuff with the condition that if she did something for her, she will need to leave her alone. But the mother soon got tired of that and would like Yumiko to never talk to her ever again. To the point that if Yumiko did the smallest sound ever, she'll get kicked out of the house and she'll need to find a way to spend the night because it was cold outside. Yumiko will steal some money off her mother's purse when she didn't notice most of the time so she could go spend the night in a hotel and not outside. Once her father found her outside in the morning and confronted her mother about it, but the mother didn't really care. And so Yumiko stayed at her father's for a month, which was nice because they bonded really well. But his older family was kind of pain in the ass. Yumiko also took guitar lessons when she was younger by pursuing her mother. And now she uses her skills to play the guitar so she could make money. So she could go and spend the night at a hotel because living in a house with her mother is a pain in the ass. When Yumiko enrolled in Yamazaki Academy, she was kind of shy because all her childhood, people didn't really like her and she was treated like an outcast. That's until Hato appeared. They clicked very well and soon they became the bestest of friends ever. They also made a unit together called Last Heaven and together they started to make songs. Hato was really good at singing and she had a great voice. So did Yumiko. Her voice was really wow to the point where her throat doesn't really hurt that much when she does those metallic screams. That's because she used to, and still does, have arguments with her mother while they would scream. But besides singing, Yumiko's guitar skills was something magnificent as well, as she would play electric guitar in their songs. Her personality consists in her being very teasing and making such lame jokes, but she's actually really nice and sweet. She also has a little thing of calling people nerds. That's being an inside joke because she's a nerd. Due to her always doing researches and stuff, she can see, raised herself. She still used to be like, Mom, why don't you love me back? What did I do? But then she gave a fuck like her mother did to her, and now she doesn't care anymore about her. Which is good because now she lives way more better than she did now that she doesn't care about her mother anymore, nor her dad. Hello, it seems like the video is going to be so long, so I'm going to cut it here and make a part 2 for the other OC. Stay tuned for part 2.